morning. It's Friday, July 1. The long-awaited lift is here. These guys are going to be installing it. Should be fun. Can't wait.
Slide off, huh? Think I should try backing down?
Yeah, back it then. Better safe than sorry. Well, I don't know how they arranged that, but here they come. Pointing straight out. Looks like one of those carpet things they do.
You think it's gonna hurt to set this thing straight down on that?
I got lots of wood. Let's put it on some wood. Well, looks like we're making progress.
Oh yeah, almost done.
Almost done. What have it been? 3 hours?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You got here probably 11 o'clock, something like that. I see the motors sitting there. But we're getting there. That thing looks huge in this garage. As you see, there's just enough height. Show you more later. Well, this is where we ended up today, at the end of the day. The lift is installed. Looks pretty massive in here. It's amazing. I think you got a pretty good size area, but you put one of these in here and it doesn't look pretty good size anymore. But anyway, this is, like I said, it's installed. It's not wired. A number of things I wasn't aware of, as much as I researched this and talked to the guy that sold it and everything else. I decided to go with the asymmetric. You notice how the arms are at an angle. And the idea behind that is when you drive the car up there in between the posts, with them in that position, the posts in that position, it's a lot easier to get out of the car. Okay, that's all good and well. But what I didn't know was by doing that, by having the post turned that way, it takes a little bit more space. That post turned at an angle obviously pushes it away from the loft a bit more. And this one turned at an angle with the motor hanging out, eats up a little more space over here. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's enough space. I measured the Jaguar inside. It's like 5'3", and I have almost, I think I got, yeah, almost 8 feet there, if not over, yeah, almost 8 feet. It was 92 inches, I think. So that should be enough space. I won't be able to put much on that wall. I'll probably put some pegboard and, you know, little stuff that hangs on pegboard up in that area where it's tight there. So I believe I'll be able to park a car here, but I wasn't too thrilled with the fact that the asymmetric unit actually eats up more floor space. And the other thing is the motor will only go on the right-hand leg on the asymmetric unit, whereas the one that I was going to use, the one that sits square, the motor will go on either leg, which all along the wiring was intended to be on this side. You notice the switch there That's the power for the unit. So now what I'm going to end up having to do is go up the post and then across the top of that beam, come down this leg, and then feed the power unit right here where the wires are hanging out. Not the end of the world. It's probably another 25, 30 feet of pipe, conduit. But like I said, the big thing is the fact that the motor hangs out there, which takes up a little more of this space that I'm trying to preserve. So, and the other thing that we ran into when they were getting towards the end of this is the arms have locking devices on them. So when you, sorry, I'm not pointing the thing where you're going to see, I'm looking at it, but the phone isn't pointing, the camera isn't pointing in the right place. When you get the arm moved out where you want it, the little locking thing, which is these pieces down here, see the little teeth, you hold that pin up and you move the arm over where it's going to go, where it's going to fit under the part you want to, raise the car with. As you raise the lift, that pin with the other little teeth on it comes down and it locks the arm in place. Well, this one, when they went to put that half round piece on with all the teeth, the bolt holes weren't drilled in the right place on that piece. So it wouldn't work. It was hitting the pin, pushing it off center of the bolts, so they couldn't mount it. All right, so that's kind of, not a big deal. They're ordering another one. They said that's the second lift, I think, this week where that happened. So then they started to power up the unit, and they have to bleed all the air out of the hydraulics and make sure that the two sides are going up evenly. And the thing is pulsating. It's going up, but it's going up in little jerks, and coming down, it comes down in little jerks. And what they found was, where did they leave the piece? What they found was that it was getting air in the hydraulic fluid because this piece goes inside of the reservoir. It goes from the pump here down into the reservoir like this. If I can hold that back far enough so you can see it. And it picks up, this little filter goes on the bottom of it. And that's what picks up the oil. That's what sucks the oil out of the reservoir up into the pump and then into the cylinders. Well, this little piece here on the end has a pinhole in the weld where the pipe is welded to the fitting. And the fitting also has a crack in it, like somebody over tightened it or did something to it. I don't know. So what it's doing is this piece is up out of the oil, out of the hydraulic fluid. So while it's sucking up fluid, it's also sucking up air in that pinhole and the crack. So what it was doing was foaming the oil. And so the oil going in the hydraulic system was all foam, half air and half oil, and that doesn't work. You can compress the air while it's in the system, and so consequently, it builds pressure, and then the air compresses and it goes down, and it ends up going thunk, 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 thunk on its way up or on its way down. They called the salesman. He's going to order the parts, have them sent first thing Monday or Tuesday. Actually, this is a holiday weekend. All of this stuff, and like I said, so I still, I waited a month to get this thing here. They come and build it, and then I still don't have anything that works. Got to wait another week probably. So I'm not too thrilled at this point, but I guess that's, it's life. That's the way it is. Thing is, these are made in China. I don't know if they're assembled here or whatever, but they're made in China. And like the guy was saying, that this is the second one this week that had that problem with the. Here's the little piece. So, like I say, when they put that there, this area here and the holes don't have the proper relationship. So the thing hits the pin and it pushes the center of the holes off the right dimension. So like I said, they had to get another one of those this week for a different lift. They had the same problem. I guess there's some kind of problem in the manufacturer, some jig or whatever, some fixture that isn't set properly. Anyway, that's where we ended up today. This is getting kind of long. We're done for now. Enjoy your holiday weekend, and we'll probably see you sometime next week. Thanks again for watching. Bye.